Hi, this is Luke, and this is getting classic studio effects using H3000 Factory Mk II from Eventide. This is a faithful recreation of the legendary studio hardware multi-effect box that even includes an emulation of the converter technology in the original hardware. Today I'm recreating just a handful of classic sounds that can be used in any mix. First up, I'm using H3000 Factory Mk II to recreate a classic whole mix flanging effect. Now this is based on Eventide's own FM flanger preset, and thanks to H3000 soft keys I can just click one and then I have control over that parameter using the wheel. I can change that below in the function tab, but between the expert tab and also the program tab as well, I've got control over things like what goes where using these patch leads down here bottom left. Just loving this effect though, and the frequency modulation amount, just adding the right amount of randomness as well to the effect. If I turn it down, then I get a more kind of cyclic effect. Turn it up, and I'll start to get a more random effect. I also like to use a high-pass filter across my flanger signal as well, just to stop the bottom end getting out of control as I fade up my flanging effect. I'm also using model H3000 Factory Mk II to get this great distinctive pitch drops effect on my snare drum. Now this is simply just a pitch dropped version of the snare fed back into itself. I can do that internally inside H3000, but instead I've opted to do it in my mixer. So just a pre-fader send regulating the amount of feedback. Then I can use some gating to get a more controllable effect. But a nice little move there if you need something a little bit different, with the nods to some classic records made using Eventide hardware. And of course, things like Eventide's pitch and delay effects can be heard on countless records. I'm using it inserted directly across my vocal here to give it some stereo interest. That sounds like this.
Just thinking about tomorrow, I'm singing a song for when it comes. Just thinking about tomorrow, I'm singing a song for when it comes.
Such a classic effect there. And again, this is one of the factory presets straight out of the box. I have so many to choose from, especially if I go down to the alphabetic list here, because I can see them all right there. Right now I'm using the Legacy 521 patch. And of course, this effect isn't just delay, it's also pitch shift in each channel. So I've got up in one channel and down in the other. So I can experiment with those values as well to get the effects that I want. But just the perfect ethereal addition to this coda vocal that just happens once at the end of the song. So that's getting classic studio effects with H3000 Factory Mk II from Eventide. Legendary sounds right inside your DAW. To find out more and to read our full article, head over to the Production Expert blog.